Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a Happy New Year beer. It's about an hour until Happy New Year for me. I'll post as soon as I can get it uploaded. And this is a special one. So as you can see, it doesn't have a tag. A little bit of nostalgia on that one. This is Best Buy 2026. So that means this is a 2021 vintage of Goose Island, Bourbon County. Goose Island, Bourbon County, one of my favorite beers of all time. Why the tag was removed is actually specifically, remember, it was sitting in my drawer, like my bedstand drawer, and Amelia must have pulled it away. So she must have been about 2 years old. A year and a half, something like that. 2 years, somewhere around that. Found my bottle somewhere, ripped it off, and I was like, I don't really care because I have the Best Buy date, and then therefore they do a 5-year Best Buy. So let's see how what turns out. I actually don't even remember how my review turned out, but that doesn't matter. This beer has been aged for a solid, 5 years, 2021. So this is only 3 years old. 3.5 from bottling. All right, let's dig in. All right, let's dig in this guy. Pitch black as usual. Ooh, okay. So again, part of the reason for reviewing this is like having so many vintage beers. I mean, they're mostly sour beers, or almost. Sorry, they're all sour beers basically. Aging beers, questionable, blah blah. And I'm actually gonna be posting a video about that soon. But drink your beer fresh until you really know what you're doing. So, a little bit tired. It's not as fudgy as I'm used to. It's a little bit more like char and cocoa nib and like this kind of like obviously sweet vanilla character of bourbon, but it's more unctuous, right? I'm generally looking for a little bit more levity and like decadence, but it's more like almost meaty, and there's nothing bad to it. It's still rich and chocolatey and bourbony. Yeah, cheers. It doesn't have the top notes that I generally prefer in it. It's also a little chill, but okay. Bourbony forward. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Oh yeah. That is not a great vintage. Or not a great aging. Okay. Huh. I would have had a hard time guessing maybe this Bourbon. Maybe I would get a guess Bourbon County. Let me think. I mean, when you get this viscous and boozy, it's hard to not think of beer as Bourbon County. But this almost gets me there. It's actually thin, a little bit thin on the back end, a little bit graham crackery, biscuity. Again, notes that I do not give you guys generally on Bourbon County. Wow, interesting. I mean, it's obviously a huge beer, so up front, big berry notes, which I really enjoy. But it's the mid palate. It's so like vapid. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna drink this beer. I mean, it's just. I can't understand if it's either too hot or it just doesn't. I mean, the residual sweetness has to be there, but yeah. I suspect the big issue is just too much oak tannin, and I don't really taste it. But when you get like, right, there has to be something there that is hiding away that mouthfeel. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it can't be the residual sweetness. Lip test, Darwin. And by the way, I can't wait till somebody tells me that's wrong. Like pull the gravity on this, pull the Darwin lip test. It has to be wrong, right? But that's at least my experience. And no offense, I have an insane amount of experience on tasting beer. So, let's give a full picture. All right, boom. We get hit with nice bourbon character, vanilla. It has a chocolatey tone to it, but also like a berry. It's a weird combination of like a blueberry, blackberry, cappuccino espresso thing that's hitting. But then on the mid palate, sort of like doesn't push further, and then ends up a little bit boozy on the back end, and then cleans out quite nicely with a little bit of like caramel, creme brulee sweetness on the back end. Oh, it is a decadent, tasty beer for sure. But whether it is a great example of Bourbon County is not. I think this is one of the things I noticed when you age Bourbon County. Depending on the vintage and how much you age it, this is a very berry forward version. Maybe? Yeah, very berry forward. Very fruit forward. It's weird to find that in Bourbon County, but it's very fruit forward. And I actually did a great video for you guys where one of the places in Long Island did a 5-year vertical. If you, I don't know what we had to buy, but like, screw it. Sell me 5 different vintages of Bourbon County so I could do a video for you guys. And they sold it. And they were doing it for people. And I did the video. And this is where it's at. This is a beautiful place where it's like jammy, really nice. But it also doesn't have the complexity where you want. Yeah, where we say this, how old this is. 5 years, 21. So this is, yeah, 2025. This is 3 years old. 3 years old. 3 years old. Okay. Nice place to, and actually as it warm it more, it gets more blueberry and into that kind of like wonderful blueberry brownie. Blueberry brownies? Sounds delicious to me. Blueberry bourbon brownies. BBB. Wow. Blueberry brownie. Bourbon brownies. That's where it's at. Okay. As it warms up, it gets better. Okay. And it sort of like sits in a really pretty place. I would have probably set maybe a year less, maybe. Allow a little bit more expressive character to happen, but as it warms up, it's actually quite tasty. So that's what you get when you throw a beer in the fridge. So, very tasty. Okay, not anything crazy. I would have preferred it maybe a little fresher, but man, the blueberry note's really nice. Still a solid 99. I mean, it is still Bourbon County. Wait, let's go back. No, I gotta go back. I gotta go back a little further. It just doesn't have the richness that I want. I don't know. 98 minus. 98 minus. Cheers later. Happy New Year. Cheers later, guys.